we almost hit a point where you're saturated by pathetic Jeb Bush, but
then he outdoes himself.
But then this is just unbelievable. This is from New Hampshire. Here's Jeb Bush. Now, we've said many times on this program, and it's not, I don't think it's a mystery to anybody. There's something deep inside Jeb Bush's psychology which invites abuse from everybody, even apparently, and it's probably, it probably has to do with his mom. But here is Jeb Bush delivering a speech at a Rotary Luncheon in Nashua. Right? Like, you would imagine a Rotary Luncheon, they were able to land Jeb Bush. Wow, they must be super psyched. Until the host basically says, like, you've talked enough. I mean, this is like literally like, having a, someone who comes to your door, like a Seventh-day Adventist, go like, well, I've given you my pitch, and now I've got to leave. Go ahead, here it is.
Veterans Affairs get cut off, like Social Security, maybe Medicare, and others. They stop. But the benefits inside the Department of Veterans Affairs continue, which is, it's like it's like a nightmare after a nightmare. And it took them 9 months to fix it. This is a real story here in New Hampshire. I can promise you the best way to show respect outside of rebuilding our military, two men and women uniform, is to fix that mess as fast as I can. That's it. Thank you. They're kicking me out the door. They're kicking me out the door.
Governor, thank you very much for joining us today. I believe your schedule has a hard stop. There are more than 1 million Rotarians.
Pause it. Now, you hear the audience going like, oh, like they're just like, they feel so sad for Jeb. And it's sort of like, they're not angry. They're just like, this is uncomfortable to watch. And then the head of the Rotary Club says, I know you've got other things to do. This is like, I can tell you as a radio host, like when I have decided like, okay, it's like, I know you're short on time. I got to let you go. Now, sometimes there's times where guests actually say, I'm short on time and I got to let them go because they've got another interview at 12:30 or whatever it is. But this is also a way of saying, like, I'm kicking you off the stage, but I want to pretend like you have other things to do. But what happens after this? After the guy says, like, I know you've got other places to go, and starts giving, I don't know, notices about what's going on at the Rotary Club. What Jeb Bush is doing is he's walking over to his table, sitting down, and drinking tea.
This globe, and we all share 4 tests that guide our daily interaction with each other, with our friends, with our coworkers.
There you have it. Jeb Bush just hangs out and waits till the announcements are over. Man. And now he's going scorched earth. Hey, Jeb, here's an idea. Instead of going scorched earth, how about just not getting kicked off the stage at a Rotary Club? Got a new nickname for you. Gotta go. You got the hook.
Mama doesn't even need to tell you that you're gonna give me a massage later. No. I don't even need to warn you, Jeb. Time's up.
Hey, Jeb.
Massage Mama.
Jeb, it sounds like you had an appointment. Go give Mommy a rub down.
When he said you were short on time, he meant your campaign.
That's right. That's right. Yeah,
short on time. See how I did that?
You got to get out of here in time enough to save yourself from some embarrassment.
Hello, Rotary Club. This is Barbara Bush. My son needs to stop talking and embarrassing himself. Come give me a massage.
You're on a short leash.
The sesame oil is ready.
Mission unaccomplished. Oh, my God.
You just have to keep reminding yourself what he said about Flint, what he said about Tamir Rice, how his policy proposals are essentially embedding and expanding Citizens United and increasing poverty, and then it's okay. But if you don't remind yourself of those things, it really is just getting, like, on a basic human level, too uncomfortable to watch.
It's getting so uncomfortable. It's getting so uncomfortable. And this is the guy.
And you can't even really describe his facial expression. I mean, his face, he really looks like winded. I mean,
oh yeah.
You said before the show, it's
you're kicking
not,
me off. You're kicking. They're kicking me off.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
Like I want to make it absolutely clear what's going on here. I'm getting totally humiliated. So if there was any question as to whether or not my campaign aides were telling me to leave, I want to make it really clear. No, I'm just being humiliated.
I mean, the amount of I won't tell anybody if we go another 5. How about we do that? I mean, there's so many ways that he could have given himself 5 more minutes at a Rotary Club luncheon.
Bob, I know I promised you I'd be off, but this stuff is really important to you.
Yeah, we're talking about our veterans. We're talking about our veterans.
So many opportunities to help himself in that situation. And of the myriad of possible responses, he chooses the one that will humiliate him the most.
It's weird.
I mean, honestly,
It's
the only
bizarre.
other thing that he could have done at that point would have been like, come on, why don't you just smack me in the ass?
Tell Jeb there's a hard stop. He'll know what that means.
Oh, no.
You need to give Mama a massage, you loser. But I have one son who's an actual man.